I think one of the things that I tried to do to put myself a little bit different is I hate making mistakes. I've always prided myself on being extremely clean. Like, I don't like to miss. I like to try very difficult stuff, but I don't like to miss. So if it was one of those things that I thought that I had too much of a potential of missing, I wouldn't try it until I knew I had it. So I think that was my whole identity was I didn't really do a lot of tricks because I wanted to please the people in the back of the room that couldn't see you. I wanted to please people that listened to you on the tape. I used to get a kick out of people would listen to old mixtapes and they would think that I wasn't doing that live. Because that means you got them with their ears, not with their eyes. Well, one of the things that I think that was real crazy about me, and it's really hard for people to believe, that I didn't practice. I don't know how to practice. Like, I didn't know how to study in school. Like, when you study, does that mean you read the material over and over until you memorize it? I didn't understand the concept of studying. And to me, it was a gift and a curse because I would do a lot of routines and stuff in my head and then try to execute them, when I got in front of two turntables and a mixer. But the problem is 90% of the stuff I forgot. Unless I taped myself, or something really stuck out. But there's a lot of times that I would just freestyle. And, you would always come up with something crazy, but then you had to risk the fact that you would forget it. And it was just, it was so many parties and it was so many good DJs. A lot of it, to me, was, it wasn't only just your skill, it was how well you put stuff together. How well do you put these records together? If I gotta play 10 records, what's the right order? What's the right amount of time? If I'm going back to back, how many times do I go back to back before I feel people's natural body clock gets tired? So if that's 5 times, okay, then I do that and let it play for 8 bars and switch records and coming in. Like, I wanted to feel good, and a lot of people didn't do that. A lot of people would just, like, I would watch people in a lot of the competitions, and I would just sit there and say to myself, he's doing it too long. He's doing it too long. Like, he needs to hit that. Once he hits it, move on to the next thing. Make people want more, that you're not gonna give them more right then and there. I put a lot of that thought into it, and I still do. Just like, okay, I wanna play this. If I'm gonna cut this, let me cut this and let me know when to get out of it. If I'm doing something that I'm playing a lot of music, let me play the right amount. Let me just get you to a point that, it's like, oh man, that's my jam, and then I'm moving to something else. It's putting a lot of the thought into how you playing your records, and I just think a lot of people just play them. A lot of people just say, all right, let me just play this, and it's funny because a lot of times I would do a lot of the commercial parties, and I got a kick out of playing all of the music that they play on the radio the way that I play it, because people kind of get thrown off. Like, wait a minute, like, I heard this before, but I ain't never heard nobody do that to it, And just because it's like, to me, what a DJ is you are a live remixer. It's your job to remix the record right in front of people's eyes, whether they know it or not. So it's kind of like the people in the back, let me give you the same impact of this record by only playing one verse.